You know, every year we see these top sure reasons lists for getting some new certification, but the one for the CCNP in Lansenling-Archelot feels different. It's less of a friendly suggestion and more like a final boarding call for your career.
I think that's the perfect way to put it. This isn't about getting a little gold star on your resume anymore. We're talking about a fundamental shift in what it means to be a network professional.
Exactly. Let's start with the most jarring fact. By Lansenling-Archelot, the CCNP has officially become the hard threshold for mid-level networking jobs. We're talking over Baffinja of Fortune Wubei and Silicon Valley companies now listing it as a mandatory requirement for senior roles. It's no longer just a Cisco thing. It's a universal credential that works whether you're applying in Silicon Valley or Amsterdam.
Right. And what's really striking is how it's hitting the veterans. We're seeing this strange trend where engineers with 5, even 10 years of hands-on experience are being completely passed over for promotions to management. Why? They just don't have those 5 letters on their profile. It's become the automated HR filter that you simply cannot bypass anymore, no matter how good you are.
So, the CCNP is the new must-have for career stability. But beyond just keeping your job, let's talk about the actual payoff, because the numbers for Lansenling-Archelot are looking pretty dramatic.
They're staggering. It's a classic supply and demand crisis, but in the best way for the talent.
The financial incentive for Lancelin is massive. We're seeing this huge pay gap where new CCNP holders in cities like New York are starting at up to 40 million, and senior roles are easily clearing 18 million. Meanwhile, Europe is facing a shortage of about 20 professionals, which is leading to these bidding wars that include technical subsidies and full remote work options.
It's because we're in the middle of this massive surge in AI computing and what they call industry CDN. Companies are desperate for people who can actually architect and manage high-end infrastructure, not just troubleshoot a basic connection. But here's the real aha moment. The cost to get this certification is somewhere between 400,000 and 600,000. The immediate salary jump from a junior CCNA level role can be 30,000, 40,000, even 50,000 a year. It is, without a doubt, the highest ROI investment you can make in your career right now. I mean, you're spending the price of a mid-range smartphone to unlock a 6-figure life.
600 million investment for a potential 1 million raise? That math is pretty hard to argue with. But it's not just about the money. It seems the actual tech you have to master has completely changed for Lansenling-Archelot.
That makes sense, because the networks themselves have completely changed.
Right, the Lansenling-Archelot exam isn't your older brother's CCNP. Cisco has basically killed off all the outdated legacy stuff and replaced it with deep dives into SD-WAN, zero trust security, and cloud integration. The whole idea is that you're job ready the second you pass, and it apparently even cuts your future study time for the expert level CCIE in half.
That is the smartest move Cisco has made in years. They finally realized that in a world of AI-driven networks and global connectivity, you can't waste a professional's time on arch-year-old protocols. They've essentially turned the certification process into a practical manual for the exact technology that enterprises are spending millions on right now. You're not learning theory, you're learning the operating system of the modern digital economy.
So it's faster to get more relevant to the actual job and puts you on the fast track to the elite CCIE certification. It really sounds like the perfect storm for anyone looking to level up their career this year. Okay, so if we had to boil this all down for someone on the fence, what are the absolute key takeaways they need to know about the CCNP in Lansenling-Archelot?
Well, first is the Jusha percent rule. It's not optional anymore. It's a mandatory requirement for nearly all senior networking roles at top companies. Second, it's the clearest path to a significant salary bump, with senior pros hitting over 18 million. Third, you're walking into a market with a massive talent gap. We're talking a shortage of bar-1 professionals. That gives you incredible leverage. And finally, it's the highest return, lowest cost advancement you can find. For a few $100 and a few months of focus, you're essentially buying a ticket to the top tier of the industry. It's a no-brainer.